Merry me and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 8th of June, 2024. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Honeypaw and the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. Let's center this better, sorry. For this daily reading for all signs. Today I am reading with this Tarot del Toro. Oh, it's still not right. Oh, this will work. And I'm going to purify with my own homemade eau de cologne. This is that 300-year-old recipe. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. I put a link to purchase the deck and a link to the video on how you can make your own eau de cologne using the same formula right in the video description of this very video. Now, if you happen to be watching us on a restream on YouTube and you don't feel like watching shuffling, you can use the timestamps to get right to the reading. Those are right in the video description. If you are on YouTube watching us, if you would please remember to like the video and then also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. And remember, you don't have to watch commercials on Twitch if you subscribe to us there. Our shop is still at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Those are a lot of affiliate links, and we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support. Stay tuned because we are still in the midst of getting a new shop together, and we will let you know as soon as that is ready. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can go to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation right on the platform. Just a reminder, too, that this does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason this doesn't seem to apply to you, doesn't make any sense to you, just disregard the reading because it's probably just not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com, just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu, and you'll get right to those. This deck is a teeny bit long, even for my huge hands, so as you can see, I struggle shuffling them. So if you get this deck, you may want to realize that. And so you'll probably, if you don't have hands big enough to shuffle, use the hand-over-hand shuffling method instead. This is a 10 of Wands, followed by an Ace of Swords. And then we've got a 10 of Cups. This is a gorgeous day. A gorgeous day. And it's important that today, in order to find the gorgeousness of the day, that you lay down those burdens. Cast the burden on the infinite within and go free. No matter what they are, today is not the day to be burdened. You were not meant to be burdened. So if you feel like you're carrying something on your shoulders, some kind of burden, you must lay it down. Even if you don't think you know how, even if you don't think you can. You just name the burden and you say, I cast this burden on the infinite spirit within me and I go free. And you can use any variation of that is meaningful to you. And if you have to say that, 20 times in an hour, say it 20 times in an hour, 50 times, 100 times, whatever it takes to keep your mind focused on the fact that you are not carrying a burden today. Instead, you are wielding power over all situations. You are an ultimate winner today. And that winning energy takes you into such a beautiful outcome. And I want more than an outcome for you. I want a perpetual happily ever after, which is what that 10 of Cups really can indicate. If you can stay present, stay in the moment, and not allowing yourself to ruminate over the past or worry about the future, boy, you can really see some amazing things happen for you today on all fronts. There's nothing that can stand in your way. So I don't have much more to say. That's pretty great. We've got the Knight of Swords, followed by the Ace of Wands. Look at these aces right on top of each other. Amazing. And then this beautiful High Priestess card. Okay, so the magnetism is off the charts for you. And you have to understand that you want to fly on instruments today. You don't need to see evidence. You don't need to see anything. You know that you have the power. You know that you have the power to make anything happen, really, that's within your sphere of influence. You can do it. And even things that seem a bit beyond your sphere of influence, I would think today is a good day to give those a shot as well, because you've got this Ace of Swords and then this Ace of Wands on top of it. So you are really dealing with all the power. You have a wand and a sword. I mean, those are implements of power and winning and creativity. And you really, nothing can stop you today. It's amazing. I love this. You don't see this too often where those things stack up like that, these two particular aces. And then especially coming from this past where everything has been seemingly almost the opposite of that, where you didn't have power, where it almost seemed like you couldn't make anything work because you were so burdened and so easily influenced by other people. Being hooked into stuff, getting angry at people maybe for some of you, or getting afraid of people, or being vulnerable to being used by people, or getting drawn into their stupid plots and things like that. That's gone. And you want to leave it in the rear view. You want to say, no. It's all about me. Nobody has power over me. Nobody has power over me. And again, you don't want to worry about instant results today. You just want to wield your power today and know that the results are on their way. And they're going to come out of nowhere. They're going to come out of nowhere, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Who cares? They are coming. And they're going to come out of nowhere. And you won't know necessarily what it'll look like. You won't know necessarily when it's on its, when it manifests or when it's going to manifest, but manifest it will. So you stay on top of your own power today. This is a great day to make decisions about your life. What do you want? What do you want? You can even, that's a great thing for the past. If you look in the past and say, what did I not like about my recent past? Well, what would the opposite of those things be? If I didn't have those things, what would I like instead of those things? And that's what I want you to ponder today. Not so much, getting rid of things. You've gotten rid of things. You don't want to think about so much focusing your energy on what you don't want. But if you can look at what you didn't like about your recent past and say, well, what would I like instead? That's what you focus on today, and really focus on it. If you can take time today to just even daydream and fantasize and plan and maybe write, if you're into journaling or anything like that, write out what your perfect scene is, what you want. Don't miss all of this great, creative, magical energy that is bringing about happy results. You want to make sure to optimize this, and don't be alarmed when it seems like, well, how is this ever going to happen? Or I don't see any evidence of these things not only happening, but even how they could happen. Don't think that way. Think in terms of, I can plant these seeds underground and I don't see them when they're underground. It's almost as if I've let go of the seeds and I just have to have faith that they're going to grow. I can't do anything. I can't force them to grow. I can't beg them to grow. Once I plant them, I let them go. And I do my best to remember to water them and to take care of things to the best of my ability. But there's that point at which it's out of your hands. There's really nothing for you to do but wait. And then when it starts to show itself, that's when you really start to be able to nurture it. And that's when you really start to be able to see the amazing powers of multiplication that nature has. So that tiny grain of mustard turns into this huge plant, and more plants and more plants and more plants and more plants. Whatever you're planting, that little tiny, almost insignificant looking tomato seed in the ground, all of a sudden you've got vines and vines and vines of tomatoes, right? So don't worry about how insignificant maybe you think things look at first, because they're not. It's no less significant than a tiny little seed that's planted in the ground. It doesn't look very interesting, that little seed. If you didn't know anything about tomatoes and plants and seeds, somebody shows you this little fleck of nothing and says, oh, by the way, this is going to grow into a great vine, and more vines can come out of it, and more vines can come out of it, and it's going to be enough to feed an entire community. They would think that you were absolutely nuts. This little piece of fleck of nothing is going to ultimately enable an entire community to eat tomatoes? I don't think so, but it's true. So don't judge your circumstances right now because what you have is lots and lots and lots and lots of those little flecks of seeming nothing. And they're not nothing. They are everything. So get into it. What do you want? How do you want it to look? You know, don't edit yourself. Don't limit yourself right now. Just let yourself be in the ace. You've got aces, 2 amazing aces. Not only are you winning over conflict and winning over problems and nothing can touch you, but you are so creative. And that's seed planting. So what do you want? And really stick with this if you can today. Take some time and really think about it. Plan it out. Decide what you want. That's how you plant those seeds. And if you want to do spells and all of that stuff, the ritual part of it, that's wonderful. I would do that. I would definitely do that, or at least think about, planning on when you're going to do that. So if you're going to use like the, different planetary associations, you decide what day you're going to do your spell and things like that. But if you're not into spells, don't worry about it. Just sit and think about it. Write it out if you can. Plan it. Daydream it. Fantasize about it. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Be with that and really allow yourself to let go of the burdens of yesterday. Completely let go of them and don't let anybody pull you back into them. And keep it a secret what you're wanting. Because the people in your life aren't always going to, and that's not just you, but the people in our lives don't always support us. And it's not always because they're bad. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're jealous, or sometimes they just the idea that we could succeed is just like, no, let's shut that down. But oftentimes it's not that at all. Sometimes they're just negative. Sometimes they don't want you to hurt yourself. They're afraid that you're going to get disappointed, or they don't understand how things work, and they don't want you to go on a tangent or go off on a limb. So keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody. Keep it a big secret. That's that secretive high priestess, the secrecy of the underground where that seed germinates. Keep it close to the breast. Don't let anybody know about it. And just watch as your dreams start to unfold. Take advantage of this tide today. This new moon is an amazing time. This, not just today, but over the next few days. Just really allow yourself to make some choices and make some decisions and some plans and get your own goals going, because you've got everything it takes. Thank you so much for taking a little time with me today. I so appreciate you, and I love your reading today. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Honey, Paw, Shirley, and Dre, and we will see everybody for another daily reading tomorrow. Blessed be.